Alright, let's get to it. Get it done. Right, Jules? Get her done. So I have already primed my face off camera because you guys see it every single time, except today I did use the Becca Ever Matte Pore Perfecting Primer, which I love, keeps me matte all day. But then I used the Benefit Pore Professional, which I applied on my cheeks to fill in my pores. So if you have acne, any acne babies out there, and you have larger pores, Benefit Pore Professional is also an amazing product to fill in your pores before your makeup application. My eyebrows have been done off camera as well because I do them on camera every single time. But for my eyebrow pencil, I decided to go back to the ColourPop eyebrow pencil in black and brown, and it is sold out on their website, and I am so sad. And you know what? I went in their comment section to find out when they were gonna restock, and they didn't even respond to me on Instagram. So yeah, I'm a little disappointed. But underneath my eyebrows, I used the P.Louise base in the shade number 5, Rumor 5, which is more of like, I guess like a skin tone concealer, except it's a little bit lighter. So that is what I applied underneath my eyebrow. And then I used the usual, which is the LA Girl Pro Concealer in Espresso for the top of my brow to give my brow a little bit more of a natural feel as well. And these eyebrows are so laid today, honey. I don't know what I did so different. Maybe it is the P.Louise base, but these brows look awesome. So I am gonna go ahead and start moving on to the look. So the eyeshadow, the first eyeshadow that I'm gonna be using is from the ColourPop Sweet Talk palette. If you don't have it, pick it up. ColourPop has some amazing palettes. I'm gonna use this peach color right here. This is gonna serve as my transition color. So I am gonna be using a fluffy brush to apply my transition color. I really want the color to show up, but not be so opaque. So yeah, let's blend. So far, so good. So far, so cute. So I want to play in like a turquoise color. So I'm going to be going into my BH Cosmetics 120 eyeshadow palette. In the first palette up here, I'm going to take this color right here. This is going to be my crease color. So I'm going to take a little bit more of a denser brush, and I'm going to pack this into the crease. So this color is actually coming out as a true blue eyeshadow, and I'm not even gonna bother it. I'm gonna keep it as a true blue. It's fine. Now that the blue is laid, now it's time to go ahead and cut the crease. I'm gonna be cutting the crease with the P.Louise base as well, but this is a different base. This is in the shade 0.5, so I have some on the back of my hands. I'm gonna be using a concealer brush to go ahead and carve out my crease. And I tell you guys all the time, make sure that this product dries before you apply your eyeshadow, because it is a really sticky base. So the best way that it performs is when it is dry. Let's use a lime green, which I have not used in a minute. So I'm gonna be using this all over the eyelid, and I'm just gonna be using a regular eyeshadow brush in order to apply the color. This color I am going to just go ahead and pack on. I don't know if this is gonna be the best lime green to apply, but we're gonna see. This is looking like real tropical right now, and I am so feeling it. So because I have fallout here, which is like blues and greens, I want to kind of even out the base a little bit. So what I'm going to even the base with is my Juvia's Place concealer. This is in the shade number 18. So this one is really, really light. You do want to use something that's light, but you also want to use something that has like heavy coverage. This concealer is very, very, very full coverage. So I am just going to go ahead and dot that underneath my eye. And then with my Beauty Blender sponge, I am going to start patting this in. So before I lay my foundation and my true concealer, I am going to use this just to kind of, I'm gonna use this in order to create a base for my concealer and my foundation. So this is just the added layer. So if you do not have makeup wipes, which I don't have makeup removal wipes with me today, I'm gonna use this first. It's just gonna be an added layer before I apply my foundation and my concealer. And when you see see all of it put together, you're gonna realize that you will not see like the blue and the green and the foundation and the concealer and the whole face makeup will look so flawless. So I did pick up my favorite foundation from Sephora yesterday, and you guys know that I have to mix the one that I currently have, which is this one right here. This is dark 4, which is very, very dark for me. So I always have to mix this with something, but I love the formula, I love the consistency, I love the wear of this. So I went in to actually get my shade, which I believe to be my shade, and this is dark 3. So I'm gonna be using this foundation today. Y'all, I am in love with this foundation, and I'm in love with this color. I'm so glad I went in to pick up another one. It's amazing. So I'm not finished. Now I have to apply my concealer, but I want to apply a lighter concealer, so more of like a water-based concealer, since I have that layer underneath in my foundation, which is an additional layer that I don't typically use. So to keep it from looking cakey and applying too much product, I'm going to be using a water-based concealer. So I'm going to be using my Maybelline Fit Me concealer in the shade Cafe. So as y'all can see, we are flawless under the eye, so you don't see any of that fallout. You don't see the blue, you don't see the green peeking through the foundation or the concealer. I'm telling you, that is the best hack. You're welcome. Now I'm gonna go ahead and apply my powders. I love to use 2 different powders, both Laura Mercier. So I'm gonna be using the one in medium deep, and then on top, just underneath my eye, I'm gonna be using translucent, which is the original setting powder. So the medium deep is gonna go underneath my eyes, my chin, and then my forehead. But like I said, the translucent setting powder is only gonna go underneath the eye. So to finish up my eye look and to keep it in the little tropical vibes that I'm going for right now, I'm gonna be using this yellow right here. I am going to place it in the inner corner of my eye. So I want to put turquoise in my waterline. So I'm going to be using my jumbo pencil in Milk. And then after that, I'm going to be applying some eyeshadow, and I'm going to be applying this right on top of Milk. Milk is just going to allow the color to really pop. And eyeshadow doesn't stand by itself alone in your waterline because, I mean, it is your waterline. It is best to go in with an eyeliner pencil in order for the eyeshadow to stick. So to bring some definition to my bottom lash line, I'm going to be taking this bluish purple here. This is going to go underneath my bottom lash line, and I'm going to be taking a pointy brush in order to apply it. I'm here for it, I'm here for it, I'm here for it, I'm here for all of this. Do y'all see how flawless this face is? When I tell you the foundation, that NARS foundation is amazing. It is freaking amazing. And then that concealer that I used, which was the Juvia's Place Concealer, shade number 18. So if you are, it doesn't even matter if you're my complexion or not, shade number 18 will go for just about anybody, and you can use that trick. And I'm telling you, if you don't have makeup wipes on hand and you need that extra coverage underneath your eyes just to give you like a flawless finish, use it. So now I'm gonna be going into, I know I am not using my Black Radiance pressed powder today. Weird, right? I'm gonna be going into my MAC Studio Fix, and this is in the shade NW58. I'm gonna use a big brush in order to contour today, a big fluffy brush. I don't want my contour to be super defined, and I feel like I get a more airbrushed like finish when I use a bigger brush in order to contour, as if I am bronzing. So that's what I am doing right now. So I picked this up from Ulta, and this is from BH Cosmetics, and y'all know how much I love BH Cosmetics too. This is the Glowing in Grease palette, and it is a highlighter and blush palette. As you can see right here, they have some really beautiful colors in this palette, so I had to pick it up. So I don't know which color I want to use today. I think I might mix these two, just because I don't know how it looks on its own, but it is so pigmented. So I'm gonna go in really light and just tap on my cheeks. Yes, this thing is super pigmented. Oh my gosh, and I love it. So it is adding like warmth to my face, and I am like so feeling it. I want to see how the glow is gonna do, so I'm gonna take this color right here and this one too, just to kind of give me like a warm, oh my gosh, like a warm highlight. Y'all have to pick it up like this. I haven't even contoured my nose yet. This is everything. Y'all know like I'm not a sucker for highlight, because I can do a look and not have highlight at all. So the next thing I am going to do is to contour my nose. And you guys know I use the CoverGirl Ebony Bronzer in order to contour, because I don't like a harsh nose contour, so I just use a bronzer instead, because I don't want my nose to look anything different than what I've been given. So all I'm doing is just adding a little definition to what has been lost with all the powders and concealers and foundation. And like, I look super bronzy and so tropical right now. I'm gonna line my lips with something that I always use, which is the MAC Chestnut Lip Liner. And whenever I have bright eye looks like this, I like to keep my lips neutral. So I'm gonna go in with these two ColourPop lip glosses. I have not used them yet, so I don't know what it's gonna look like. The first one is this color in Slow Motion. It smells so good. I like it just the way it is, but I'm gonna try this one and see if it's gonna add anything. Just to the center. Brightens a little bit, but I'm good with Slow Motion. That works for me. It is a little thick in consistency, like when you guys can see this right here. I'm just gonna take my finger to get the excess. Yep, and it's gone. What do you think?